we do 2 follow-ups 1 week apart, 7 calendar days. So 2 follow-ups 1 week apart to obtain that information. If you obtain that information, that's regarded as bonus, but uh, documenting the due diligence process of you doing those attempts or follow-ups is most important from an inspection point of view. So if the inspector walks in and says that, hey, show me all the non-valid cases and why they are not valid, you probably will have an Excel sheet and you will say this case was non-valid because we are missing a suspect drug. We don't know if the drug is our company drug. We tried to reach the reporter twice on this day and this day. This is the transcript of our phone call, of our email. So some evidence should be there to in like 1 week apart, so that you did your due diligence, and that case will not be entered into the database because it's a non-valid case. Now, once it's a valid case, then you go into, is this a serious case? If it is a serious case, is it a fatal case or a life-threatening case? Or is it other non-fatal, non-life-threatening? We use acronym like F/LT. F/LT means fatal/life-threatening, F/LT. So F/LT is fatal life-threatening, which is 7-day reports. So meaning from the day of reporting it to the pharmaceutical company, you have 7 days to report it, 7 calendar days. If it is non-fatal, non-life-threatening, meaning other seriousness criteria of hospitalization, prolonged hospitalization, persistent disability, congenital anomaly, or important medical event, all these 4 comprises non-fatal, non-life-threatening serious cases, which will have 15 calendar days to report this adverse event. Now, if it is not serious, it is non-serious. Normally, most of the times, based on your safety profile of the drug, you don't report non-serious cases. You only report serious cases. Most of the times, I'm not saying you don't ever report it. There might be drugs where the regulatory authority might say, yes, you need to also report some non-serious adverse events. But in general, we don't report non-serious cases. Now, if this is a buzzword, this is one of those tricks that you can use in the interview. Let us say if I ask you a question in safety. Now, this is a very we call it a buzzword because 99% of the times you will be right if you use these buzzwords. There are a few buzzwords. One of them is this: why do you do XYZ in safety? If that is a question in the interview, if you do not know the concept, if you do not know the integrate in like the nitty-gritties of it, you can say to assess the benefit risk profile of the drug or the safety profile of the drug. You will be right 99% of the times. So why do you report ICSRs? Because to assess the safety profile of the drug or the benefit risk profile of the drug. Why do you report fatal life-threatening cases? The same answer. Why do you report non-fatal, non-life-threatening cases? The same answer. So it's not only ICSRs that we do in safety for assessing the safety profile of the drug. You can do it with single cases, which is ICSRs. You can do it case clusters. We do it in through literature articles. So case clusters, we do it through aggregate reports. We do it with signal management. We do it with risk management effectiveness. So there are a lot of other surveillance methods that we can use to assess the safety profile of the drug. So how are they going to ask you this question in interviewers? Can you name other modalities, or can you name other ways, methods in which you can assess the safety profile of the drug? You can say you can assess the safety profile of the drug by doing aggregate reporting, signal management, risk management. So these are the 3 things that you can also tell in the interview to answer that question. Now we actually get into the module with the first question: what are workflow states? So let me take you through this whole story of what we started with the pharmacist reporting on your suspect drug for a 60-year-old male patient, elderly male patient of nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. So he's reporting it. You, let's say the safety, you in the sense the safety team is asking them the questions. He's giving all the information. It comes into your safety inbox as a PDF file. So safety inbox in the sense your email, your Outlook or Gmail or whatever your company is using, it will come